This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Use code 295NUT for a $295.com or transfer. Defense Soap. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off your entire order. Hey fans, it's MMA Nuts, episode 190.
190.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
I'm Matt Griffin. It's the MMA show by MMA fans for MMA fans.
Not cool.
We're walking the line between serious and ridiculous. Hey, I didn't do that.
What?
I don't know, whatever you're trying to imply. Hey.
Go get some fans, all right?
Hey, I was listening to Pandora today, and the Black Eyed Peas came on. They were saying, let's get retarded.
Let's get retarded. Let's
Apparently,
get it started.
No, it said let's get retarded.
Yeah, that's one of the words. It's all good.
They changed it just for fucking radio or what?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Radio sucks. Fuck the
Radio's
radio.
dead.
Radio's dead. I do Pandora and I do my own music, and really, that's it. I have Sirius in the car, it's Sirius XM, but I rarely listen to it, and it's free, so once it runs out, I won't renew it, I don't think. There's no reason to, like,
no.
Just for one station that I listen to, which is, like, what is that, Lithium or whatever it's called? Sometimes the Pulse has, like, the new poppy shit out, you know, if I want to get all poppy in the car. You
can get that Christina Aguilera, what the fuck was that? Beautiful People.
Oh, yeah.
That made you listen to last week.
Horrible.
Like, what the fuck is this?
This is terrible.
That shit is awesome, Ingo. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not normal.
Come on, look, Christina.
Yeah.
I don't know what she looks like these days.
Me neither. She was on, you know, The Voice. Hot.
Who?
The Voice, you know? It's a hot show.
Yeah. I hear you.
Speaking of The Voice, my wife's got me watching The Bachelor. You watch that show?
Yeah.
Okay. Me neither, but I'm kind of interested this time. The premise is just fucked up. Here's a guy, all right? He's like a soccer star or whatever. He starts out with like 30 women. And I don't get it. Like, how is this even legal? Okay, he dwindles them down. And he's kissing all these women every fucking week on the show. It was down to like 6 or 7 the last couple weeks. Slowly they're dwindling down. And now this last week they had a date, and then they went to a fantasy suite type thing, which, I mean, I don't know what they're doing in there, but there's 3 women left, and they all go in there, like, and thank God it's like a different place for each woman, because that would be fucking weird. Like, imagine, like, here's a guy who got a house on the hills, and he keeps bringing the chicks back to the same place. It's just very strange, like, how this is acceptable. You know, like, here's a dude, and I know the girls do it from the other side, too. I've never seen The Bachelorette. I don't know if I'd like that show as much, but this guy seems real cool, and he's like Latin, you know, he's got, like, the swagger and everything. But these chicks are just eating out of his hand, and I don't understand. I don't, like, as a woman and as a man, like, for guys, I don't think it'd be weird. Like, imagine, like, you were dating 3 women at the same time, and they all knew each other, and they lived together, and it was on TV.
I like where you're going with this.
And so it's like, how weird, it's very weird.
It's very weird. Is it just the women are stupid and they don't give a fuck?
Well, I would say 1 or 2 of them are not that intelligent. The third one was very intelligent, who actually just quit the show because she realized that he's like
hey,
the guy's like dumb. I think what she was trying to say is like the guy's like not up to her level, so she quit the show. Good for her. Good for you.
Well, her being on the show in the first place is
but
something.
This is funny.
Said.
My wife's got me watching this. I don't know why. I got sucked in like a few weeks ago, and it's just, I might have to watch this more often. Depends on if it's it's funny. You know, what is it that you watch, your guilty pleasure, that Bret Hart show? What is that show that you guys watch sometimes? Didn't you say you watch like some kind of not Bret Hart?
No.
No. What does your wife watch?
She watches Big Bang Theory, but I won't subscribe to that.
Oh, yeah. That.
Wow.
Wasn't there another reality show that she was into that you guys were watching together? Something about like Rockstar Wives or something?
No.
I don't know. I thought you talked about this before. What do I know? Or he doesn't want to say.
No, I'm not afraid. I'd say
something
anything
of
if
love,
I watched
something.
It.
I don't know. Book of Love. Fuck if I know. Anyways, check out The Bachelor. I think the finale is coming up. It should be exciting. There's 2 chicks left.
Ingo's telling everybody to check out The Bachelor.
I'm just saying. It's okay. It's pretty interesting. I'm curious who's he gonna pick. There's one chick who's like totally catty, and there's another chick who seems kind of dumb. So I think he's pretty torn. Not sure what she wants to go with. It's kind of like
go anal or go home. Right. That's good advice for everybody on that show.
Big bag of dicks.
It'll all work out.
Speaking of news, do you have any news for us this week, Matt?
Well, yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
TRT or not TRT? That is the question.
Why do you have a skeleton head?
No reason.
Scary.
This is Shakespeare reference.
Oh. See, I'm dumb. I didn't even get that.
It's all good. So, I don't even know where to start. I'm so fired up about this topic. Everybody knows or should know my stance. I'm pro TRT. I think everybody should be on TRT. I don't even care if you think you have lower TRT, you probably do.
Should your daughters be on TRT?
Yes. Fucking,
what, like
they already are. What do you mean?
He's injecting them.
She's 8 years old, 160 pounds. Whoa. 4'2".
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so we start. ESPN, some writer at ESPN does a story and writes about the TRT. He says that MMA has the most number of people on TRT based on how many people are in the sport.
Not true. Football's number one.
And goes on to say, in the past 5 years, 15 MMA fighters out of more than 20,000 professional fighters were issued therapeutic use exemptions. Percentage-wise, that is 0.075%.
Is that high?
That's what everyone's freaking out about. Oh my God, it's so high. 15
We're
people.
less than 1%.
Right.
That's high.
Way less than 1%.
You know how statistics are, though. You can make those look any way you want. So
it looks skewed, and then another guy comes out. This is the guy. There's Dr. Richard Aukus. It says he's a leading endocrinologist and University of Michigan professor of internal medicine.
Hence why I wear the shirt.
The shirt. He described the incidence of low testosterone, or what is known as hypogonadism, in healthy 30-year-old males as vanishingly small, or well less than 0.1%.
Tiny gonads.
So, anyway, basically, like in a week after this fucking article comes out, Nevada State Athletic Commission meets, fucking bans TRT, like that. And then UFC bans TRT also. Just like that. So, now fucking Vitor Belfort out. Lyoto Machida in.
Yes. I'm excited.
Where else do I go
with this? They made the fight better, I think.
And then Belfort's doctor saying some
90 days.
Fake doctor. It's going to take him a year to get back to normal.
You know? Took him a year. And he's still injured.
So, I'm trying to think where to start because I'm so irritated.
Well, let's start here. Maybe I can get you, springboard you. There's a lot of tweets from the fighters out there that I was reading, and it seems that like the general consensus is very positive that the fighters are happy about the fact that TRT has been banned. They feel like it's an unfair playing field. Seems like in general most guys are like, hell yes. One thing I can recall, Brian Stanton came out saying that that's one of the reasons why he retired, because he didn't want to do it, and he felt like not doing TRT, he couldn't be competitive anymore because everybody else is doing it, and it's like, you know. And then you got Bisping. Did you mention that on the show? No, before we started taping, who's very whiny about this whole, the fact that he fought 3 guys who knocked him out, and
they were all cheaters, Well, but it's legal. It
was legal.
Yes, it was.
So
here's the problem too, because how do you just flip it like a switch? That's kind of, when you look at it from a fighter standpoint for the guys that are on it, that's not fair to them. They should have, you either could have grandfathered some of these guys in or said, okay, in 6 months, this is what's going to happen. We're not issuing any new ones, but the guys that have them, start getting your bodies prepared because this shit's going away. So they just went cold turkey and completely fucked these guys. So now you take Vitor Belfort, loses his title shot now, and there's rumor that he may have not passed a surprise test that they gave him.
Oh, yeah.
No one kind of mentioned that, but
it doesn't matter now, does it?
Doesn't. It's all water under the bridge, but I want to see these fighters still fight. I have a big problem with it because now, here we go. We're going back to, you're going to get your these guys are going to do shit. They're going to have to still do shit. And now they're going to go back to just fucking getting their steroids from wherever they get them. They're not going to be regulated by a doctor. And the fucking commissions don't test, so you've just made the sport worse. So, and how many of these guys are going to retire? Because you also look at who is on the TRT, and 4 people that I can mention offhand. Frank Mir was 34, Vitor Belfort at 36, Chael Sonnen 36, Dan Henderson 43, 44, somewhere in there.
Well, in all fairness, I think we have only one guy who's doing extremely well out of those 4.
Right.
Which is Vitor. Because I think he's overdoing it slightly. He's looking extremely swole.
Now is gonna see, is he gonna become like Super Vitor and like come with 2 crosses in the back of his head?
I don't know.
Double T. What is for Jesus?
I'm interested.
What is for me?
Can't wait to talk to Caprito about this because I know he's very anti-steroid. He's gonna have a big opinion, I think, when I see him this week. Regarding, because of course Vitor being Brazilian, I think he would be rooting for him, but at the same time, I think he would be pretty happy about this because it seems like, you know, it's not fair. There is a gray area there, which I think they addressed in a way. Granted, they didn't use like a scalpel; they pretty much just took a sledgehammer and just fucking, you know, they could have surgically cut this out, like you said, and just kind of slowly made the change. That would have been
fair to the fighter and fair to the sport.
Right. But, I mean, at the same time, I don't know, you know.
Well, now you're just going to have more people juicing up to crazy levels, not safe, and they're all going to get away with it. I'm fine with that then. I guess I win then.
You do.
Because now I'll get more people juiced to the gills. But the problem I have with that is I want people to be in safe levels. They're going to do that being a safe level.
Do you think they're going to do, did they mention anything about more testing at all?
No, they don't have the money to do the testing. So now you have guys that are going to go to Jesus loads. So
okay.
Through that, you got to fucking be jerking off bulls in the off-season.
Taking loads to the face.
You got to do something.
Bull semen.
That's what I hear.
All right. Well,
so
that's the big news of the week. Big time.
It's fucking weird, man. It just, I can't believe how fast it moved. When you look at all the things the Nevada State Athletic Commission could do from a rule change standpoint, to me that didn't seem like one that needed to be changed. How about elbows, you know, from any position? How about when a guy tries to be a grounded opponent and you kick him in the head or you knee him in the head? It seemed like there's some other rule changes that could have happened, and Keith Kaiser leaves and fucking all hell breaks loose over there.
Maybe that's why he left. He knew this was coming.
Maybe. Maybe we need to get that ESPN guy to write an article about elbows, because it seems like he can get everything changed within a week.
Maybe we should try to contact him, get him on the show.
Yeah. You want to be on the show? Go tit for tat with an endocrinologist?
Ooh, can we get 2 people on the show?
We can do whatever we want.
Okay.
I'm pro.
Can we get 12 people on the show?
I don't know about that. That might be too much, because then you'll have people over talking each other.
Okay.
But so okay, now we have Lyoto Machida versus Chris Weidman.
Yes.
You like that, huh?
I love it.
You don't like that more than the Belfort? I think the Belfort was pretty interesting.
No, because you know what, I think Vitor has cardio problems, and Vitor is pretty predictable, where Machida
is. Mr. Head Kick, he's predictable?
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I think Machida is a lot more frustrating than a guy like Weidman, who, you know, I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be hard for him to get a gauge on that guy, and it's going to be much more interesting. And I love Machida. I think he's the man. He's the man. Any man who drinks his own piss is good in my book.
It's like a man who drinks alcohol or who likes meat in his mouth.
Correct.
Right.
Sometimes all 3.
Yes, at the same time.
No, but
more is better.
He did just fight, so I'm a little worried. Like, what kind of training camp they're going to put together? They didn't move the fight, right?
I don't think so. It's still in May, right? It was somewhere in May.
He just fought.
173, I think.
So I mean, he's got like 8 weeks. Maybe he takes a week or 2 off. But Machida's the kind of guy that doesn't seem like he really
lets himself go.
No. So I don't know. Maybe it's good for him. Stay sharp. Stay strong. Stay hungry.
I don't know. I don't like it. I feel Vitor Belfort just got cheated out of a title.
Huh? No way. Because you know what? They said
they're going to get a title shot now? He may retire. What happens to all these guys? They may all retire.
They said he would give him the winner of the 2 outside of Las Vegas.
I'm going to say he never gets a title shot.
Maybe.
I think he gets his shaft.
Does he need one, though? Does he need one, though?
What?
Does he need a title shot? He's still rich, right?
He doesn't need it, but he had the fight, and then one rule change fucked him when he did everything right. He did nothing wrong. That's what I have a problem with too.
Okay.
Did he fail any test? And he went through more testing to be on TRT.
Yeah.
And then some.
He
Even the UFC's stringent testing, especially when I follow this.
He might have failed one test.
He might have, but that's neither here nor there.
Irrelevant.
It is at this point.
Okay. Any other news this week?
Yes.
What else is happening?
Gilbert Melendez versus Anthony Pettis. They're both going to be coaches on the next season or whatever season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Gil signed a huge contract with the UFC,
yes,
right?
and that's the other side of it too. So let's talk about that first. What do you think about this precedent that's been set? So Bellator made him an offer, and he signed the offer with Bellator. Then the UFC had the right to match it, and they did. Is this? It seems like it's good for the fighters.
It's good for the fighters. It's also a way, like, I noticed, you said you like to watch Shark Tank sometimes?
I've been watching that every once in a while to see how stupid these people are.
Yeah, and you see the sharks sometimes fuck with each other in that respect, where one guy tries to get another guy to overpay for something because they're just they're playing a little like, game of chicken. Yeah. And I feel like that Bjorn Rebney is kind of doing the same thing. Like, yeah, maybe he gets Gilbert Melendez at some ridiculous price, but he knows Dana probably wouldn't let him go. So let's make him overpay a little bit. Maybe the contract's just a little bit too saucy. It's too rich. Dana doesn't want to let him go, so they keep him. And maybe Gil can put the butts in the seats and sell the pay-per-views, but I don't know. Because most guys, I feel like people don't know who Gilbert Melendez is. I really do.
No.
I think if you're in the know in MMA, you know the guy's a world class. He's awesome. He's an amazing fighter. But I think the general public knows nothing about Gilbert Melendez. They know Nick Diaz. They know fucking Brock Lesnar. They know Fedor. They know this, but they don't know Gilbert Melendez. So I don't know. It's good. It's bad. I'm just worried because if the contracts go up and up and up and up, at what point?
Well, yeah. From what I'm hearing, it sounded like he was going to be one of the top paid UFC guys, if not the top paid. And he's not the top draw.
I read it as he's getting the most money.
Yeah.
So
because he's getting what, like pay-per-view cut. Yeah. He gets this coaching stint because he needed some TV time.
I mean, if you look at like Alistair, some of the fights that you see like Alistair's getting paid like $250,000 plus bonus. You get, I mean, who else came in from Strikeforce? Some of these guys are
the Strikeforce contracts are huge.
Barnett, like they're making fat loot. So if he's bigger than those guys, I don't know where this money's coming from, but okay. I mean, good for him. Shit. Now that's got to piss Diaz off. Both of them. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then now, so you have these guys coaching on the next season of Ultimate Fighter. What happened to our super fight, Ingo? What happened to Jose Aldo versus Anthony Pettis?
It's gone.
Once again, here we go with the fucking wolf tickets. Yeah, we're going to make this fight happen. No, we're not. We tricked you.
I like this better, though.
I don't like it at all. I want a fucking super fight. I'm sick of the bullshit and the lies.
It's all
the
just carrots dangling in front of your nose. They're
never going to do any super fights. Why fucking talk about them anymore?
Because it's exciting. Keeps people in the news.
Someone needs to just man up and do it.
Okay. Cain Velasquez versus
Demetrius
Johnson.
Thank you.
Mighty Mouse. Or Ronda Rousey.
Someone. I don't know. And then where does this leave TJ Grant again? This guy keeps getting fucked more and more.
He's still on the shelf, though, isn't he?
I think so. Concussion. He's a little concussed, I think. That jiu-jitsu, it's a rough sport.
Can be.
Did I mention the news was brought to you by GoDaddy?
No, but please. GoDaddy.com.
You get your $349.com with $349 nuts. You get 15% off with code GO15OFF6. You could get 10% off of Get Found with code FOUND6. I don't know what that is, but you should try it. It's probably good for you.
Yes.
Saving money is just good in
BBC.
general. Go to our coupon tab on the MMANUTS website. There's tons of stuff. Support the show. Buy something. Moving right along. Gilbert Melendez, Anthony Pettis, we just talked about that. So, yes, Nate Diaz tweets out to the UFC and Dana White. He says, I would like to request to be released from the UFC. He says, it's time for me to be on my way. ... question mark. So, is he looking at the Gilbert Melendez situation going, huh, well, Gilbert just got paid. Now I need to get paid. So fuck it. I'm just going to send this tweet out and hopefully they release me. 209!
He was probably high when you fucking...
Seriously.
Like,
well, there's a little bit of difference because Gilbert didn't have a contract when he went to Bellator to sign a contract. They're still under contract. They're not going to fucking release him. It's just crazy talk from a crazy man.
He's insane.
What's
wrong with that guy?
You can't reason with these people.
What kind of people are you talking about?
The crazies.
Okay.
Are you trying to say I'm racist? Talking about the Hispanic, the Mexican?
Is he Mexican? I don't know what the fuck
I don't care what anybody is. I am the least racist. I don't know if I'm the least racist, but...
I'm the most racist.
Dude, that's the classification I want.
Yes.
My dick is black, okay?
Okay.
Or at least I wish it was. And big.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Wish his dick was black.
And big. Big and black. That's devastating or devil skating?
I don't know. But Nate Diaz is crazy. That's all I got to say. What kind of...
Okay.
Nothing happened, right?
No, nothing happened. It's just weird, you know?
But he's already weird. He's fucking weird as it is.
It's true.
Crazy guy.
Move right along.
I'm all itchy. I forgot to shave this weekend. I'm all itchy.
Me too.
I hate that. Yeah.
Fucking 3 months in. I don't give a shit.
I forgot to shave this decade.
Yeah, I forgot to shave since 2013.
Yeah.
It's all good. Was this March? Oh. We go to a little conspiracy of the week. Ingo, brought to you by Defense Soap.
DefenseSoap.com, where you use code MMANUTS and save 15% off your cleanliness. You stinky bitches. You know you need to be clean. Use MMANUTS on DefenseSoap.com. Listen, buy the bar soap, buy the detergent, whatever. Just use some Defense Soap. Seriously, you guys stink.
I'll smell you right through the camera.
Yeah.
You, right there, sitting in your fucking dorm room trying to pretend like you're doing work right now.
Yes.
And you at work, you're supposed to be working.
Or maybe someone's on the treadmill, like exercising and shit.
And you jerking off. Stop it.
If you're jerking off to this show, something's wrong with you.
You shouldn't be jerking off.
Scary. Brandon Weinstein, we're talking to you.
Yeah. What the fuck? Ask a question sometime this year. It's 2014.
He's dead. He's not
I thought he
alive
died,
anymore.
but he's still alive.
Still alive?
He might be dead.
Okay.
Could be a sister posting. Do you have a sister?
My next question. I will be respectful. My next question, I will just be quiet. You know what I'm going to say. Answer my question, because you know what I'm going to ask.
Yes. The Bears win 24-17.
Hey, speaking of Bears,
what?
Did you watch a hockey game yesterday?
I didn't watch hockey. Who?
Blackhawks?
And who?
I don't know. It was like
fucking some pie
at Soldier Field outside. It was pretty cool.
No, I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, it was snowing. It was reminds me of like when I was a kid. These pro athletes are playing on ice where it's like you're out in the pond, like pond hockey. Fucking crazy. Like they're trying to pass and there's like an inch of snow on the ground.
That's awesome.
It's really cool to see that. I think they should do more of that.
Well, how about some advertising? Someone needs to let me know when the Blackhawks are playing outside. It's like, oh, your favorite hockey team's going to be playing outside. Obviously, I'm not following hockey anymore.
Super fan number one over here. Doesn't even know what his team's playing.
I don't fucking watch hockey anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't watch anything.
Unless I like a good scrap. Like if there's a bench clearing brawl, I'll find that out.
You're all in?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
We need more of those. It seems like fighting always tries to go away though, but anyway, it's conspiracy of the week. So there's a scuffle between Rampage Jackson and King Mo.
Ooh, you don't say.
I'm saying it's legit.
Okay. It's not totally fake.
Oh my god, I can't even go down this path. What the fuck? Did you count the number of people that were in the cage?
Hold me back, bro. Hold me back.
Like I saw a good 26 people in the cage. Like, this looks a little staged. Not to mention that both of them are wrestlers for TNA on the Spike Network. This looked like a fucking wrestling promo, for Christ's sake. Plus, I thought they were both friends anyway. So now they both won their fights, and King Mo looked like shit. Rampage looked all right. You know, he won and stuff. Knocked a guy out. But when do we blur the lines here between
serious and ridiculous,
fake and reality, serious and ridiculous? I mean,
I believe it's called Bellator, and they have.
Is that why I don't watch? I see. Apparently, I'm watching it though.
They have no.
I watched those fights.
I did not watch them. Sorry.
I'm coming around, Bellator.
I saw the highlights.
And then you suck me in a little bit, and then you pull that shit, and I'm out. I'm out. And then I think someone else, maybe from the athletic commission, was warned that these guys might have words. Do they need to do this to fucking try to sell a fight that people don't want to see? Or do you want to see it? I don't know. I'll tell you this fight will never happen.
Why is that?
This is gonna be like Rampage Jackson versus Tito Ortiz.
That fight didn't happen?
Shocking. Let me put my hat on again.
Your tinfoil hat?
Yeah.
You really?
This fight will never happen. Okay. One of these guys is gonna pull out with an injury. You heard it here first. Ready for some UFC Fight Night 37?
I'm ready.
The best fight of the world.
UFC Fight Night.
By Onnit?
Brought to you by Onnit.com. Go to Onnit.com/MMANUTS and save 10% off your shit. They got a lot of cool stuff now. I mean, seriously, they keep adding more supplements and workout equipment. Like they got the battle ropes, they got the kettlebells. They just got some new kettlebells in. I just ordered me some. I will have to report back and let you know how they are.
Did you claim your discount?
I did. Claim my discount. And also have, of course, the supplements. My favorite being Shroom Tech Sport. Works for me. You know, Alpha Brain didn't do nothing for me.
Alpha Brain made me crazy.
I'm still dumb. It didn't make me any smarter.
It's all good.
I was waiting. It never happened. So
I can still do this. Watch. Yes. No.
Go to Onnit.com/MMANUTS and save your monies.
That's what it's all about. It's all about saving money.
Speaking of monies, this is brought to you by the O2 Arena in London, England. Gustafsson versus Manuwa, happening on March 8th.
Weekend.
2014. Is this going to be a normal time? That's one thing I didn't know.
I don't know. This China card just happened.
Like 3 in the morning.
Fucking watch it and then fight past it. Nothing. So here's a fucking card where you don't even have 2 top 10 guys fighting in the main event or the co-main event. What the hell is that about? You want to talk about thin? You want to talk about a card I could barely give a shit about? Here we go. Here we go. You ready for the first fight?
I'm ready.
I'll sound semi-enthused. We've got Michael
Lemenis
Johnson. He's 14-8 versus Melvin,
the young assassin.
Guillard. He's 31-12-2. Johnson, 50% of his wins by KO, 14% by sub. Guillard, 65% of his wins by KO, and like 6% by sub. There you go, Ingo. Guillard has won 2 of his last 7 fights.
Ouch.
It's shocking. What will happen? Johnson, KO, first round, done. I'm out. Fucking, that's about my level of enthusiasm.
All right. Well, you know what? These two guys know each other from the Black Zillion camp. So, and I think they've had some words because, like,
they've had words.
Melvin has issues with Johnson.
That's like Gangs in New York. I just watched that the other day.
It's a good movie.
The guy was talking shit, and he called him something. He's like, I don't know what that means, but if you called me something else, then I know what that means, and we'll have words.
Okay. I haven't seen it in a while. Daniel Day-Lewis, right?
Good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. But Johnson, I mean, for me, him knocking out Gleison Tebow was like, whoa, okay, I did not expect that. Yeah. And he's been kind of on a tear lately. And I feel like Melvin has a history of just throwing the game plan out the window.
Cocaine.
That too. But
unfortunately, that's true.
Is it true? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. He likes to throw the game plan out the window. And I think that's a big mistake against a guy like Johnson, who's probably a little bit more technical than him. So therefore, I feel like Melvin, it's going to go the same way as it did a lot of his fights, where he may come out surging and he may clip Johnson early. He might
Are
get.
You trying to say resurgence?
No, he will get overconfident and go for it. Just if you remember the what the fuck is it, the Cowboy Cerrone fight?
Yeah.
Where
he had him.
He had him, and then Cerrone's like, bing, 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 boom, knockout. So I'm with you. First round knockout. I think it's going to be good, and I feel like Johnson has been trying to get into the top 10, and he's been calling out like the Nurmagomedov, Khabib, and he's trying to get a fight with Diaz. He's doing all kinds of shit. If he beats Melvin Guillard in like amazing fashion, I would say that he's on the track for a top 5
title shot.
Not quite top 5 guy. Give him a top 5er.
Okay, top 5er.
Maybe a title shot after that.
Fair enough.
I think there's a lot to lose here. So for both guys,
of course.
But Melvin may be gonzo after this one if he loses. Perhaps.
Great.
Or perhaps not.
Magic 8 Ball, sweeping the hat trick for Michael Johnson.
Uh-oh. Is that good news or bad news?
Doesn't matter anymore. 2014, there's no curses. You're still in first place. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's not even pick cards for the rest of the year. Fuck it.
I don't want to. I'm not putting my picks in.
Fuck it. Just be done. All right, we got Alexander.
The Mauler!
Gustafsson. He's 15 and through 2 versus Jimi.
The Brown Baba.
Is it Manuwa?
I think so.
Fair enough. He is 14 and 0. Gustafsson, 60% of his wins by KO, 20% by sub. Manuwa, 93% by KO, 7% by sub. Oh, Jimmy's been great at KOing guys that are not anywhere close to the top 10. And that's kind of weird when he's ranked, I think, number what, 11?
212.
205 is, I want to say 205 is the weakest division.
They have him as a nickname as the poster boy. Maybe I got that wrong.
Maybe he's the poster boy. Would you say he was?
The Brown Bomber.
So fucking
I like
racist.
that. I like that better.
So racist.
That's what I have it down.
I don't know if I can sit next to you anymore.
What do you think is going to happen
Germany,
in this
right?
fight? What?
Nothing.
Him? Me?
You.
Yes. Sieg Heil. I mean.
Oh, gee. Oh, my God.
Mein Führer.
You're going to put that clip up of that from the movie where these guys going berserk.
Straight job?
Is that what it's from?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh,
it's amazing.
where everyone always dubs in something.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Oh,
love
no,
it.
the other one you're talking about. Where he's like pissed off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a different movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to watch that Strange Love. It was too strange love for me.
I fucking love that movie. That is my favorite movie of all time. You couldn't get into it?
I don't know. I think I jumped in halfway in.
Oh, you can't. You've never seen it. But the problem, that's one of those movies where it's like, if it's on, I can't, it's like a train wreck. I can't turn it off. So no matter where I'm at, I just hope I'm near the end, because if I'm not, I have to watch the whole thing, because I fucking love that movie. It cracks me up to no end. But anyways, let's talk about this fight. What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing.
Okay. They're going to come out and hug?
They're going to come out and hug. Well, I'm going to call shenanigans on these fights even happening, because we should have got the immediate rematch between Gustafsson and Jones.
Jones wants no part of that.
I know, but
neither does the UFC, because that goes too damn close.
Right. Again, let's protect our title holders at all costs. So give Gustafsson a fight he should win. I mean, if you look at this fight, I think if you just get past the first round, you got a sporting chance that you're going to win. A lot of guys haven't been able to do that against Jimi.
You think it's going to get past the first round?
Yeah, I'd say round 2.
Okay.
Gustafsson, submission.
All right. I think Gustafsson's going to finish it quick. I think Manuwa is a kind of a one-trick pony, and Gustafsson likes to throw those crazy combos. And
he's been working on the spinning elbow, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The combos is what's sick, and they come from, like, strange angles, and he's got those kicks and everything else going, and he's long and lanky, you know, and I just don't think Manuwa has anything, I don't know. Barring the like, fluke, crazy, looping something, Gustafsson just is not protecting himself. And I've noticed, I watched a couple of Manuwa's fights, and he seems to drop his non-punching hand when he throws punches. So Gustafsson, who's a guy who's very, he's very technical. I think he's going to pick up on that. And he might clip him a couple of times. You know what happens when guys get rocked a little bit, and then boom, 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 head kick, nighty-night. I say KO first round. About 2 minutes in, those. Hopefully.
Fair enough.
I hope so.
Moving right along.
But he could lose this, which would be bad.
Well, that's the one thing I kind of want to pick an upset here, because
it's definitely possible.
It seems like this rematch should happen between Jones and Gustafsson, but 9 times out of 10, a monkey wrench gets thrown in the works.
Glover's going to knock out John Jones.
Shit gets hit. One of these guys is going to lose, either Jones or Gustafsson. Magic 8 Ball is going to take Gustafsson.
Nice.
I wish I could have gave more analysis, but I don't give a fuck about either of these fights. I can't.
I'll watch this one. It's free, right?
Oh,
I can actually watch this without having
to
like
on Fight Pass
sign up for some crazy internet porn thing.
That won't even take my credit card, and then when you can't call to give them info, and you can only email and fuck off. Fight Pass. Fuck off.
That's what I say.
Whatever. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm gonna say fuck off Fight Pass.
Fuck me, no, fuck you.
Ask the nuts.
Oh no, here we go.
We're going, there's like a million questions. It's being brought to you by Gotham Cigars, and you can go check out this gig, you can get, if I can even open said humidor, you get all sorts of stuff. You get a humidor, so tightly, as good as tight. Tight is good. The tighter, the better. You can get 5 Alec Bradley cigars.
Humidor plus solution. Jet flame cigar lighter, and a cutter.
Let me break out a lighter.
And free shipping.
Hey, look.
For $49.99, you can use the discount code MMANUTS.com at GothamCigars.com. Seriously, Did you try that Alec Bradley cigar? Yes, they sent us a couple of samplers like a week or two ago, and I tried that Alec Bradley. It was nice, man. Very nice. I haven't had Alec Bradley before, and very smooth. Hints of something. I don't know.
It wasn't weed.
No, but it's very smooth. In the wintertime, I don't smoke that many cigars, but in the summer, I smoke more. But I have to say, $50 to get all that shit, it's a hell of a deal. Especially if you like cigars, or if you're thinking about liking cigars, and you need a humidor. Because seriously, fucking, you can't buy a cigar and leave it laying around in a Ziploc bag. It's gonna dry out and taste like shit. Put it in a humidor. Go to GothamCigars.com. No,
go to our coupon page. Scroll down, find the Gotham ad, click it, buy it, go fight win.
Okay.
You got to go to our website.
Got it.
It's all good. Everything originates. That's right, originates.
I like how you stretch that word.
It's from the coupons tab.
Originates.
So deal with it.
Sounds very fancy. Sounds like
Tarjay.
Something.
Not gay.
Tomato.
Whatever. Potato. All right, Jared Holt. He said has some issues. All right. It says, absolute fucking bullshit. Macau Fight Pass card is blacked out in Australia.
Ooh, why is that?
It says, you need to have cable, which no one does here. I don't have one friend or family member that pays for cable. I paid for the Fight Pass and can't see the fights. Please put that on the show. It's
fuck you, UFC,
bullshit.
once again.
That's fucking bullshit.
That seems like a breach of contract or something.
Yeah.
Can't you sue them? Sue them.
Yeah. Get your $10 back.
All $12. And
they might even charge different amounts in different countries.
Yeah.
Ryan Smith, do you think we'll now see more fighters trying to be more exciting in hopes of getting more there's a lot of wars in your fucking question. Attention and higher ranked opponents? See the stun gun Dong Gong Kim.
I'm not sure how to answer that question, but yes.
Yes. Keith Kachuka. Do you think Vitor is a big girl for not fighting? Well, I think he's going to turn into a fucking girl because he can't take his...
what's it called? Gastroenteritis?
Titty juice.
Boobies.
Brian Coldheart Chavez. Does Edson Barboza have what it takes to be a champion or top contender?
I'd like to see him string together some victories against some top-level opponents.
Right. Does Gilbert Melendez have what it takes to beat Pettis?
He does, because if you remember the Clay Guida fight, if Gilbert gets a hold of Pettis before Pettis does his like ninja shit, there's a good chance he could put him on his back, and that could be a lot of trouble for Pettis. I haven't really thought that much about that fight.
No,
but
it's pretty new.
But
there's a 50-50.
There's a potential there for him, Gil really enforcing his wrestling on him, and that could be big problems. So we'll see.
Leo Salazar, do you think Bellator makes themselves second best by picking up cut UFC fighters and putting them as their main events instead of their own champions, like they tried with Rampage versus Tito?
I don't know. Sometimes second best isn't bad. Look at Apple. Right?
Yeah. They had a smart strategy. They didn't sell out to the man. They kept everything contained. Now they own everything.
Maybe Bellator's headed in the same direction. I don't know.
I don't think so. There's no cool factor with Bellator. Apple's got a cool factor.
What would make Bellator cool? Do you have any idea?
Yeah. A tournament, one night.
Oh, yeah.
12 men enter, 1 man leaves.
There you go.
Go back to a real tournament. Yeah. And pride rules.
That's one thing. I feel like the sport has become too much of a sport in a sense.
Yeah. And
it's lost that mysticism of like, because all the guys are very well rounded now. It's not like style versus style anymore. Maybe one guy has a sick ground game, but the other guys are all still decent enough to kind of get away from that. I mean, prime example was like Jacare versus fucking, I can't remember the guy's name, but I was surprised that he was able to fend him off like from his back. But that goes to show you, like, come on, thank you, Luis, come on, Francis, come on, whatever, Louis, Francis, fucking, it's all the same thing.
Some French Canadian.
But that was surprising, and I talked to Caprito about that, and he was like, God damn, that guy was really, you know, fucking strong or whatever. I don't think that shit happens 5 or 6 years ago. You know, Jacare gets your back 5 or 6 years ago, and you're fucking done. So that's what I wish it was still like that in a way.
Well, we could have some freak show fights and some mismatches.
Like
how? Well, I think part of the challenge that the UFC is having right now too is that the guys are so evenly matched that you're having all these decisions and not a finish. We used to get freak show fights where you have one guy that's really good against one guy that's not so good, and we could get more of that, but you're not going to see that in the UFC. You can get that in the Bellators.
Yeah, I'm looking on your wall here trying to find an example.
Well, it's all UFC on the walls, unfortunately. You'd
like
have to go
old fights, because you got some old shit up there.
Way back for a mismatch, but mismatch would have been UFC 1 because no one knew ground fighting, and Hoyes can fuck a brother up.
Yeah.
So, what was the original question? I don't even remember.
Don't know.
Doesn't matter at this point. You didn't win a T-shirt. I'm sorry. Winner wins a T-shirt. Hopefully, we'll remember to pick it before the show ends this time.
Okay.
And if you don't claim it within the week, it's so sorry. I'm just saying. So sorry. Lily Rain Matthews. If there were to be a women's UFC super fight, who would fight who? Not Rousey versus Cyborg. We all know that's not ever happening. I know.
I beg to differ. I was listening to the Rogan on one of the podcasts, and he seems to be hinting at a huge announcement in the women's MMA space. And the only...
They're going to bring 45 in?
Something, he was hinting at something big being announced in the coming week. And I don't know what it would be other than Cyborg has been signed by the UFC. I know Dana's, but you know what? Whenever Dana's like, oh, I don't want anything to do with it, that's when you need to keep a close eye, because he's probably...
Can you keep a brown eye on it?
You could.
Sweet.
So, I don't know.
The best kind.
Maybe they do a 45 division. That'd be interesting. Or maybe they bought Invicta. That's my guess is they purchased Invicta.
Well, then Invicta is going to go out of business within a year then.
Maybe, or they might just merge into... Maybe he bought Invicta and then hires whatever that lady who's running the show
to Susan Knapp.
Yeah, to run that division, that women's MMA kind of thing, and that all works out for everybody. More money, more problems. I don't know. That fight will happen. It will happen.
It doesn't happen. You know what they're going to happen? Gina Carano comes back and fights Ronda Rousey.
Oh, wow. I think she'd get mauled.
Probably, because she's been out of the sport for a little bit.
Oh, no.
God damn, that would be fun.
Mauled.
If she could keep her distance.
No, not gonna.
Don't keep it standing, Ingo. Come on.
I wouldn't want her to keep her distance.
If she could make weight.
I'd want him to,
I don't think she's making the weight.
I want him to grapple.
She's probably pushing 165 right now.
It's all good.
It's a healthy 165. I like that 165.
It's lots of 165.
I mentioned Gina Carano?
Yes.
Oh, you said Chris Cyborg, too.
Yes. I can't follow you on the Cyborg path, but I'll follow you in the Carano
That's fine.
path.
I put so many hot pictures of her up.
It's all good.
Just got to buy in once. Anthony Tiger. With the NSAC banning TRT and us knowing Matt's stance on PEDs in sports, juice to the max, how do you both feel this will ultimately affect the state of the heavier weight divisions at the moment? Belfort, Sonnen, Mir, and Henderson are some of the more notable fighters with a TRT exemption.
How will it affect the heavier weight classes?
Yeah.
I don't think it will. I think...
You don't think any of these guys are going to retire?
In the heavyweight division?
Well, in the heavier divisions. Looking at those, you could just say those four guys. How about that? Belfort, Sonnen, Mir, Henderson.
Well, Sonnen seems already retired, doesn't he?
I don't know. He's supposed to fight Vanderlei, or they posted that little clip.
That seems crazy.
Staged.
I don't know
what's... Until he gets sucker punched.
Yeah.
Then that might be real.
I don't know what to tell you. It's you know, the rules are one way, then the rules are another way. But I think Vanderlei was on TRT too, wasn't he, or something?
Well, he fought in Pride, so
yeah.
Anybody I fought in Pride was, I think, on something.
We'll see. I think it'll change the landscape temporarily, and then it'll be better after that. And guys will still cheat, and guys will still hide things. And
it's not cheating if everyone's doing it.
It's only cheating if you get caught.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Correct.
Ricky Bobby. Aurelius Goldie something Masai. In boxing, why do you think Mayweather keeps avoiding to fight Pacquiao? Is he scared or just waiting for more money? I don't know. I don't follow boxing.
I don't think he's avoiding him anymore, is he? Pacquiao lost. So what's the word? What's the point?
I'm gonna give up on boxing in 1990.
20 years ago.
5.
Okay. Yeah.
Or 4.
Yeah.
I quit watching it.
I don't know. I'll watch it if it's big, but in general, I don't follow boxing either.
Too many fixed fights. Yeah. I'm out. Michael Wagner, why is wrestling having the most success in MMA today? Well, they can control where the fight goes. And I think the submission defense has gotten so good.
Yep.
As we just talked about that Jacare Carmot fight. Not that the wrestling was there, but the submission defense has gotten better on everybody. And if you have strong wrestling with good sub defense, that was Damian Maia, Rory McDonald too. Sub defense is there. What are you gonna do? You're fucked.
Yeah, you're gonna lose.
And if a guy can put you on, and who was the other fight that the strong wrestler, Tim Kennedy, Hodger Gracie?
Yes.
Strong wrestler beats the jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
Almost 9 out of 10 times.
Wrestling is the best base for MMA, I think, right now.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is. You know, cardio-wise and everything else, it's the best base.
First base?
I like home plate.
Third base. Isn't that a band?
I don't know.
Rip me a song.
Third base.
Yeah, I can't think of their song.
Third base.
Yeah. There's a song. If I could sing it, I'd think it. If I could think it, I would sing it.
Never heard of this band.
Something like this. All right, we're going to go rapid fire here. We got John J. Bob. After suffering a beatdown at the hands of DC, do you think Pat Cummings will have a future with the UFC?
No, I think he'll get one more fight, and that's it, and he'll lose.
Next question from John J. Bob. He's got a bunch. Johnny Hendricks or Robbie Lawler in the upcoming battle?
Watch that episode, and I'll let you know.
Hendricks. Can you pick against Weidman in the Machida versus Weidman fight?
Yes.
No, I can't. Who will Anderson Silva fight against for his return fight? I got it. GSP. You heard it here first, brothers. They're both going to come back. You're going to get a super fight a little too late, but it'll still be fun as fuck. Catch weight.
I like it.
Seems how everybody is asking about TRT. I'm going to ask about Ronda. Do you think Ronda will fight Chris Cyborg at 2014? Who will win and how?
December 27th or through 31st, somewhere in that range. If that's a weekend, they will fight. And it will be one of the biggest pay-per-views in UFC history.
I will say it's not going to happen. Justin Dr. Mount Carter, what exactly is it about Machida style that makes it practically impossible for fighters with a wrestler base to beat him?
He's elusive. You can't get a hold of the motherfucker. You can't grab him. He's just...
Chris Weidman will be all right because you gotta blitzkrieg him, and Weidman has shown he's willing to throw multiple strike combinations, at least 5 strikes. That's my recommended dose to fight a Machida, and get him to the cage, and then you're done. You can get him. You can get him. Chris Weidman
Jones
will
had success,
destroy him
after the elbows.
After the first round, once he figured him out, and then he choked him out unconscious and dropped him off. So sorry.
That was hard to watch.
It was. Justin Dr. Von Carter, what are some fighting styles tactics that have become obsolete in the current fight game? Example, Chris Lieben style.
You mean all chin?
All chin.
Chuck Liddell was famous for that.
Sprawl and brawl.
I think the pure jiu-jitsu no longer works. I don't
know. And did you listen to the podcast with, who the fuck was on there? Crone Gracie?
Halfway. I'm not finished with it.
He says he's going to go into MMA, and he's just going to go in with the jiu-jitsu base. And
yeah, I don't think
see how that works out for him.
I don't think that works.
And Joe's trying to be nice and tell him, have you seen how the other guys are kind of not having success doing that? And they're like, oh, no, that guy's going to get wrecked. You could be world class. It doesn't fucking matter. If you don't have like a average level of skill in the other disciplines along with your cardio, you're fucked.
I agree.
You're fucked.
Yep.
And his other question, if you guys were fighters, what would your nickname be? Who would you want to be sponsored by? And what would be your style?
Go ahead.
Well, I will go with the true story because I forgot about this, but I think I might have said it once when I fought the Tough Man contest. My nickname was the Grim Sleeper, and I was sponsored by Johnny James Gravedigger, and that's no bullshit.
That's perfect.
And I was looking back through the paperwork today, and I forgot, if you didn't have a sponsor, you had to pay, as a fighter, you had to pay to fight.
Wow.
So you had to find a sponsor. I think they charged them like $100 on it cheap, up to like $250. And you didn't write a check out to Tough Man. You wrote it out to the promoter. Like, how sketchy is this shit? The fuck?
Nice.
But nowadays, I want to be the HIV. Sounds pretty threatening. I want to be sponsored by Condom Depot.
Okay.
And I'm going to be an ass rapist, straight up. I'm going to fucking take you down and take a bottle of Tabasco and shove it up your ass.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to stand and bang.
Nice.
I'm going to go Chris Lieben style.
Okay.
I'm going to be a fan favorite. I ain't going to be the best, but I'm going to fucking rock 'em, sock 'em, hope for the best, go out on a shield.
Nice. I like it. That's not my style. If I had to pick a style, I'd say I'd be more like a Damian Maya style. Like, get it to the ground, work my technical shit, try to get it, I don't know. But what song would I come out to?
No, there's no, who's your sponsor?
Oh, who's my sponsor?
Yeah.
Fuck if I know. I don't know.
Be anybody.
It's a hard question. Who's my sponsor? Who would sponsor?
You want the bad boy. Bad boy. You want the eyes on your shorts.
No,
Or are you gonna? Well, by the time you're in, it's gonna be a UFC. You're gonna have UFC, fucking
UFC
uniform.
sponsors.
You'll make no money. No money.
Sponsored
by
Portillo's. Fucking love Portillo's.
See, there you go.
I wish they were open late. I get a Portillo's right now.
It sounds like death, but it might be delicious. I could go for a hot dog with
Italian
everything
beef.
on it.
No, Italian beef.
Oh, I'd go hot dog.
Do the hot dogs.
You like the meat in your mouth?
Love meat in my mouth.
Great.
All day.
Brian Gonzalez. Will Chael retire now since he claimed he needs TRT to counter his hypogonadism?
No.
And follow-up from Greg LaFountain. Do you expect most, if not all, TRT users to retire within a year?
Probably.
I'd say a couple will. Ahmad Lawton. Does anyone really care about Machida versus Weidman? Expect very low pay-per-view numbers.
What? Of course they do. It's going to be ridiculous.
Eric Nelson. Am I the only one who wishes Vitor Belfort would just shut the fuck up and crawl under a rock and disappear already?
I concur.
You guys are too and alone. I'm Team Belfort. TRT!
Shut up. This guy's
I don't subscribe to the Jesus shit. That T on his back, it's not a cross, it's for TRT.
Quit whining.
Fuck everybody.
Cheater.
He is legit.
Okay.
You know, you gotta respect the man.
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
He's more swole than he is in that picture from, what is that, UFC fucking whatever?
Like,
what is that?
46. That's supernatural.
Okay. He's like
You
twice
know,
as big.
it's like
now
Jesus
as he is
versus
in that
Jews,
picture
Couture
when he's
versus
like 20 years
Belfort.
younger. It's crazy.
Oh, you're so blasphemous right now. Vitor Belfort is the poster child for following the rules, okay?
Yeah.
Look at... God
Okay.
damn, does this guy get tarnished by everybody just because he's proud?
Oh, yeah.
He's on TRT and he's proud. What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Just wait. He's going to be fucking superhuman now. I can't wait. He might not even make weight, for fuck's sake. He's going to be so swole for his next fight. You watch.
Good.
Wait and see. I'm a Belfort fan. He might be my favorite fighter right now.
Nice.
He knocked out Bisping.
I know.
Just
I
remember
do
that.
like that.
Just
I'm
remember.
a big fan of that.
I'm trying to find the next question. Etna White G. How many times have you watched Bisping getting KO'd by Henderson?
A lot.
Exactly. I can't get enough.
Yeah.
It's on constant loop on one of my TVs in my house.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll get in the thread on the underground and I'm like, oh, they're talking about Bisping, and someone will post a GIF. I'm like, I've watched this a few times, like maybe 10 or 12 times.
Never
like,
gets old.
No, it doesn't.
We got to remember all the shit that was talked from
Yeah.
Bisping to Henderson, and Henderson's just, well, you can talk all he wants, but we're going to fight, and we'll take care of that come fight time.
And he did.
Damn right. Follow up from Etna White G. What was the first fight you watched which was the most heartbreaking?
Ooh. I have to say, for me, it was Chuck Liddell at my house getting fucking knocked out. I believe it was Rashad Evans.
Was that?
Was that before Machida, Shogun?
That was more devastating than the Rich Franklin one?
Yeah, well, that was in the movie theaters. That was bad, too. But watching Chuck get knocked out on, yeah, that was Rashad getting fucking uppercutted to hell. But yeah, that was those two for sure.
I got another one that probably was devastating. Oh, it was devastating for you. BJ Penn, GSP2.
Oh, getting his ass kicked and
for
Matt's
4 rounds.
yelling at, "Don't throw in the towel, you fucking pussy! I want him to get beat more."
Well, that was, didn't he grease skate him or something?
Yeah.
So
I still say GSP
coming.
cheated in that fight.
I wouldn't be surprised. I saw him. Well, he did at that Carmont fight where he was throwing that fucking water on his back.
Cheater.
I saw that. No one else called that out. And I'm right to that Mike Fitch guy. Fucking son of a bitch. And are your significant others also interested in the sport? It's a big fat no.
Nope.
They're trying to get my daughters in. They're kind of in, but not really. That's why you need a son.
My wife gives no fucks.
And a white G. How many BBCs does it take to win one of your T-shirts? A 3. It's kind of like the how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for that question as the T-shirt winner because
a 2, a 3.
Yes,
a 3.
That gets my vote. Are you done with questions?
There's just one more. I'm trying to bombard you. Frank Fleming. This is the last question. Hey, look at that. Now that TRT is banned, which one of you would like the honor of milking Bigfoot before each fight?
Ew.
I'll take that, and only if I can use my mouth and his dick is the teat.
Nice. Loads to the face?
That's the only way to go, Ego.
Okay. Go big or go home.
Right.
I bet you Bigfoot has a tiny pee-pee.
No.
It's probably this big.
No, he's probably got an elephant cock. Everything grows big.
I don't know about that.
You've got whatever he
small. He has got low T, all right? His pee-pee's probably this big.
No, he's probably got the biggest cock ever. He's probably knocking bitches out with it.
Could be.
He could probably knock 3 out.
He rolls it out.
Just like
like a garden hose.
Line them up. Or he'd be like Slapshot, where he goes down the line with his hockey stick. There's his cock in a bunch of women's faces.
Could be.
I don't know. I have too much free time on my hands. I'm a dreamer, Ingo.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming about things. Any knowledge?
No.
Any good video games? What was the game I'm playing?
Oh, you're playing?
Yeah.
What are you playing?
I don't remember. What's its name of it? Dead Island.
Oh, I haven't downloaded that. I'm scared. It looks like it would make me ill.
No, it's
I bought
good.
Titanfall. I'm selling back Battlefield 4. I haven't played it in forever.
Do you want the other game that I have that I'm not going to play?
Creed?
It just sits there.
You're not going to play it?
I'm not going to play it. I'm
Why?
out. Because I tried, and the fucking first mission was stupid, and I couldn't figure it out. I'm already
you
out.
liked Assassin's Creed 2?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into another game where it's... I'm into this Dead Island. It's old, but it's fun. So
Okay.
I'll play that.
Maybe I'll borrow it.
Like this Titans Fall? You think this is going to be good?
I think it'd be good.
What's it about?
It's like 6 vs 6 max. Fighting, you can like shooters, but you can do like parkour where you can jump off the side of buildings and you
Parkour?
can ride like Titans and stuff. It looks really fast. It reminds me of like old school like shooters where they used to be real fast, like, you know, back in the like 2000s. It's fucking sweet. Anyways, I bought it. I sold Battlefield back for like $25 or something. I'll check it out. I mean, I was playing Battlefield a lot, and then I just kind of was like, it's buggy, and it kept dropping, and it was impossible to get like into the.
Yeah, the party system is still fucked up.
I got my update. Did you get your update for Xbox?
Yeah.
Did you get invited to the?
I haven't turned it. I haven't played the one in
It's
forever.
pretty nice. The new party shit's good. The new party shit's good. Like I got that update like Saturday or Friday, and I was messing around. They've improved it because you'll get it pushed to you. I think March 11th or 12th, right before Titanfall comes out. I think.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be a good game. It's an Xbox exclusive. I think they'll make it good. So, really not gonna play Assassin's Creed. It's got like a 9 point something on all the websites.
That's sad.
Pretty awesome.
I don't know. I just thought I was gonna be into it, and
if you're not gonna play it, I'll play it, or sell it back. Either way, I don't know. I almost bought it the other day. It was on sale for a while.
Let's take it.
Anyways,
I
don't have any knowledge. Oh, who wins a T-shirt?
Oh, thank you. I fucked that up again. Did you say Etna White G?
I don't know. He asked like a bunch of questions, and then he asked that weird question. I say we give him the T-shirt.
Done.
Stop whining.
Done. So either direct messages on Facebook or email us at fans@MMANUTS.
Yes.
Name, address, T-shirt size, medium, large, extra large.
And you know what? One thing you could do is you could tag us on your Facebook page wearing T-shirt. That was cool.
Fair enough.
I like that.
Share our show.
Yeah.
Send it around.
Yeah.
Subscribe on iTunes.
Yep.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't be cunty.
That's it.
That's been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. My name is Ingo Weigel.
I'm Matt Griffith.
Yeah, so.
Thanks for playing.